What's up everyone, Pastor Jamz here, back with another review, and today we're reviewing Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti is a 24-year-old rapper slash trap artist, mostly known for his mumble rap, experimental music, and gothic culture. Carti has made big waves ever since he came out in 2017 and in the XXL freshman videos. Honestly, I don't see what the big deal is with him. Sure, he's very experimental, but to me it doesn't pay off. Like when he released the self-titled album Playboi Carti in 2017, the same month that Kendrick Lamar released Damn. And people said that he outplayed Kendrick and that Kendrick fell flat due to this album coming out. But, however, uh, I was very hopeful for this album because it was being hyped up for 2 years. Fans were, although I'm not a fan, but his fans were, waiting for this album, Whole Lotta Red, for 2 years. Mario Judah was doing his whole like rambling thing and pursuing Carti to release the album, and it finally released. And I had high expectations for this album, and I thought that maybe Carti was gonna prove me wrong. Maybe he was gonna flesh out an awesome, badass album. But I digress, and this album haunts me just as much as his XXL Freshman freestyle, which is the worst I've ever heard in my life. If you haven't heard it, search it up, you'll know what I'm talking about. For what credit I will give this album is his experimental production. However, even that seems to fall flat because as the production grows into later in the album, it grows stale, old, non-experimental, as experimental as it is in like the first to middle of the album. Like it's like this glitch pop, it's like this glitch bass boosted rap, dark trap. It's so awesome. Like I really love how he uses like this video game like old school sound. It sounds really awesome. Just like gothic culture. It's really interesting, especially with like the bass boosted and everything like that. But like I said, later on and like the end of the album, it's just plain. Even though Vamp Anthem is very interesting, that's like the only one at the end that catches the ear, and it's stale at the end production wise. But for the credit I do give Carti is experimental production in the beginning and middle of the album. I don't know if this is really much of a credit that I'm giving Carti, but I think it was interesting how the original track list was leaked after Whole Lotta Red released, and it was completely different from the track list and the music that he gave us, especially wiping out all these features and giving only having Future, Kid Cudi, and Kanye West in Whole Lotta Red. I thought that was really interesting on his choice. It seems like he does that a lot. It's kind of like what Kanye does, like says something's gonna come out, then he changes it last minute, and that's fine. I just wonder what the other original idea was gonna sound like. Maybe better, maybe not. Who knows? And something else I will say is that I guess the only track I do really fully enjoy in this album is "Go to the Moon." And it's really sad because that's not really Carti's track, it's Kanye's track. Kanye raps over the entire song. At the end, Carti just does like this little chorus or whatever, just says the whole thing over and over again, "Go to the moon." And then he raps for like 10 seconds and then the song's over. It's really sad because it's not his song, it's Kanye's song basically, and that's really the only song on this album that I fully enjoy. Another track that I enjoyed to some extent was Rockstar Made, until he says that, she eat it for lunch. If you listen to the song, you know what I mean. When he said that, it completely threw me off. Metamorphosis is another one. I really was surprised that Cudi was on this album, and Carti just didn't deliver. It's really embarrassing when a feature outplays the original artist of the song. Cudi just came through. Like he went off, especially with the hums, the dark beat, the trap beat. It was awesome. But Carti just, I don't know, he just didn't perform well. So moving on to my criticism of the album, it's terrible, man. Like peeps, I don't even know what to say. Like I know trap is repetitive and it's like energetic and jumpy, but 24 tracks, an hour long, it gets boring. It gets annoying, stale. Like you're so tired. I got a headache while listening to this album and the end of the album. It's just so bad. Like the repetitiveness, the it's he tries to come off as aggressive and it doesn't work because he has such a high pitched voice. Like I don't even know. Like it's just it doesn't work. And then there's instances where he'll just do random noises with this sounds like blah, 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 blah. Like guys, like seriously, that's what he does. As for in Jump Out the House at the end, that's what he does. And then oh my god, I think what bothers me the most is the toxic masculinity that this dude gives off, especially at the end of the album, like Control, Punk Monk, and Sky. Oh my god, this guy. I don't know if he's talking about Iggy Azalea, his girlfriend, but whoever he's talking about in that song is like, I imagine how embarrassed they feel. Like he literally degrades that woman and like makes her feel worthless, and that's pretty messed up. And the disrespect and audacity that this guy has on Control when he literally says that he didn't want none of these rappers on his album. First of all, he flew Kid Cudi to his place to record the verse on Metamorphosis. If and you have Kanye West as executive producer and does a song, if you don't want them on your album, then why are they there? It's your album. Jumping back to the production and to like rip on it a little more. New Neon and I believe it was Place, like they just sound like I'm in a 2010 rave, uh like a mediocre EDM rave. That's what the production sounds like. It's just bad and terrible. Well, I think that's gonna be my review. If I just keep going, it's gonna be beating that dead horse. And I think I'm just gonna stop there, guys. I'm giving Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti a 1.5. 1 for the Kanye, for the production and the Kanye track, and half a point for some of what Carti was able to manage to fully flesh out there. And that's about it, guys. 1.5. That's all I could muster. Listening to this was painful. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. If it was too overhyped. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the next video. Peace.